Hi, everybody. This is May from the May's Vault podcast, and we have a very special guest today. He's Turkish Syrian. He's a TikTok, Instagram star. He scratches his butts on his video. He farts on camera. He has no care in the world. We have one of the best, the strongest Arab content creators from TikTok here today. My dear friend, Basel!
Hello!
Hi, Basel!
Hi.
Did you like your intro?
Happy to be here. Thank you for having me, May. We go way back, and honestly, you're one of the people I always looked up to the content. You've inspired me to make other content, but you know there's something called sound effects, right? I don't actually fart on camera.
Oh, it sounds so real
You
to
think
me.
I just do it on demand, like scripted? Like, yo, here you go, you
Yeah.
fart.
Like, I picture you eating cheese before you do a skit. Like, setting
I mean,
yourself
that
up.
would make me a great actor. I would love that.
And I'm giving you the props. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, thank you. It's great to be here.
Thank you. So Basel and I go way back. Like when I first started TikTok, he was one of the first creators that caught my eye because his content was so out of the box and funny, really funny. And he acts like, don't get it twisted. It's not a TikToker. He is a great actor and he plays many roles and he has different characters. And so I want to know, like, from the beginning, how did you start creating these videos? And what was your first video like?
Oh my God. Well, there was a bunch of first videos, you know, because first you're just trying things out. You're acting goofy. You're doing a bunch of stuff that other people are doing. But the day that I decided just to be like, hey, listen, just sit down, write the script, and do it. Just act it out. Just do it, bro, you know? I always had some jokes in my head that I wanted to let out. So I think my first really funny video that was done scriptly like that was something about Khalid getting like skipping shahatas, you know, like he was a good dodger. So he's a professional shahata dodger and he was training other people and stuff like that. You know, it's just, I like to take very stupid, subtle jokes and just like exaggerate them in a way that's just like, okay, chill out, bro, you know.
I love it because you are a certified nut job, like for sure, sure.
Thank you.
The most creative people are the craziest, and you can never just like scroll past your videos. It's just so intriguing. I don't know how you have this. What medication or drugs are in your videos? But wallahi, once you stop, you're lost. And my favorite content is when you do those jokes, the cheesy jokes, where you're like trying not to laugh.
You know, the puns, yeah.
Yeah, I love those.
The wordplays, yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
So
good stuff. I enjoy doing them.
Good. So, like, before you started this, what were you studying? Were you working? Where were you at?
Well, I came to the UK. I went to Scotland. I studied civil engineering. I was passionate about it. The Arab way, because of my dad. I just did it for that. I always wanted to be an actor. It just didn't work out at that time, you know. Then I moved to London. I looked for a job here to work in engineering. Anything. I tried anything. I couldn't find a job for like 7 months. And at that age, you don't wanna sit there and be like, Baba, I can't find a job. Can you please send me my allowance? You know, it starts to get very stressful.
How old were you?
So I was 21. I was 21.
Okay.
So I just decided, hey, let me just go work anywhere. Like, let me just go down the street, ask for a job at Starbucks. There's just no shame in work. Like, I just don't want to take any more pennies from my father. So I started at a restaurant. I worked as a dishwasher there. And I just grew my way up. And TikTok came along then. I opened it. I saw very lame content. And I'm like, bro, I can give more value than this. So I just started. And then once I started, more people started coming on my radar that are just like me. So I was like, oh, there was you. There was a couple other creators. I'm like, wow, there's a community of us. I'm so down. Yeah, you know? And then I just got excited and I just kept going with it from there. Because I saw you guys keep going. You guys are hammering it. I'm like, okay, they can come up with content every day. They can think like that. I can do it too, you know? You get pushed by the people you look up to and you look up to the content and the editing and all of that. You take ideas and like, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So you kind of learn. Just grow and you learn.
That's sweet. That's so nice. You do have, but you know what's funny? You do have that typical Arab story. Because, you know, before I started, I was studying pre-med. You know, I was going to be Doctora May. Why you look so surprised?
Because you're still a doctora, yani. You're just a comedic doctor. We're both comical doctors. Yani.
Shukran. See? That's something I should tell my mom. But yeah, we went through that pressure of like doing a doctor, lawyer, architect, engineer, whatever. And then, you know, when we kept pushing ourselves to try to force and learn or be that, it just took us to our natural course of where we wanted to be
Yeah.
anyways. So, okay, so fast forward, your big dream is Basel does movies, an actor.
Yeah.
That's your biggest dream.
My biggest dream, yes, is to enter the big screen. You know, I love making people feel things. You know, when I started making them laugh, it was like so rewarding for me. I was a kid, you know, 13, 14-year-old kid, you're making 18, 19-year-olds laugh. Like, yo, I'm funny. There's something in me, you know, and you start feeling rewarding. I want to make everyone laugh. Slowly as I grew up, I fell in love with cinema. I was like, I want to make people like feel things, you know, feel like struggle, feel some stuff, you know. And I got into acting, put myself in acting school finally, graduated and everything. And now I'm trying to pursue it, basically.
That's
Like,
amazing.
yeah, that's the big dream.
That's amazing. And so, okay, so tell me now you worked at the restaurant. You worked your way up to what? And are you still working there?
I worked up my way to assistant director, and then I quit. This
And
March, I quit.
This March?
I started taking this life seriously. The social media, the apps, the promos, and everything. It's been good. It's been very, very good. You know. So I'm just like, halas, man. Let me just spend my time being creative.
I am so surprised that you waited till March to quit. I thought you were doing this full time because the quality and the amount of content you drop every day is insane. How did you like balance both?
Just literally like scripting is in the train on the way to work. On the way back is the planning. Come back, eat, start filming, edit, post, then again.
So you edit your own content?
It's a one-man show. I don't even have an agent.
What?
It's a one-man show. Everything I've been doing till now is a one-man show.
Are you not exhausted?
There's fun in it. There's really fun in it. And after I quit, it became easier because I would just like choose or allocate 2 days out of the week. And I would just hammer down like 6 videos. So the rest of the week, I would just chill, edit, you know, relax my life. I have everything already compiled. So it's actually just like 2 days you actually have to do everything. And then the rest you just chill it out.
That's insane. That's insane. Because I know, like, when I first married my husband and I was a one-woman show, he was like, are you crazy? Like, why do you need to do everything? And we have, like, this control over our content. Like, I like this part. Okay, so you're the same control freak.
I know what you mean. Yeah, yes.
Control freaks, unite.
Yeah,
because you want to look at everything. You want to pick the best scenes. You want to edit it a certain way. I don't know. This is a piece of advice. I don't know if you can ignore it. You could take it. But life is so much better when you don't have to do, like, you got to a point where you edit and you know your style and everything, and I feel like it's so much easier when you delegate it and you teach somebody how to do like the mundane tasks, like editing. For me, I have an editor, Sam from Egypt. Shout out to Sam. He does my editing. Hey. Yeah, he does my editing. I don't have to think about it. I can tell him my idea and it's done. Boom, 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 boom.
That's great. You know, I have been seeing, I have been watching, I have been considering that, honestly. I'm just waiting for the right time to, you know, to let go and just like give it over. Like, all right, cool, here you go, bro. But I think it will come once I have time and I need time to do other things, you know? Like if I get married, definitely I'm going to have a whole office just down the street, you know? I'm not doing nothing, you know? But I guess for now, you know, I'm just kind of like enjoying and living. But I have been considering, and you're 100% right. A lot of people have been telling me that, and I guess it takes off that weight off your shoulders.
Yeah, but wallahi, it's hard. It's hard to let go. It's hard. It's hard.
I know, I don't want to.
I know. And I'm like, I know. One thing about you that I really admire is you can't put yourself in a box. Like, I can't say Basel is an Arab American content creator who does Arab comedy content. He doesn't do, like, I can't put you in a box. I can't describe your comedy. For me, it's just like, he does comedy in all forms. Like, you just gotta watch him. So, like, where do you come up from these ideas and how did you keep yourself from being in a box?
You know, I swear you were the first person to actually realize that. I'm running away from being in a box. This is literally my motto. Like, don't be in that box. Don't repeat. Don't keep it the same. I don't know. It's just always being focused on not keeping it the same keeps you on creating other new things or seeing other new things. You kind of just like, you open your eyes. And also don't forget, there's always like Google to see some stuff, to get some inspirations. You know, I do use Google to use some inspirations for some stuff. But it's always going to be original because I'll always come up with something from the top of my head. Like, okay, no, I want to do that. Wait, that would be funny. if I do this crazy thing, everyone would be like, what's going on here? Like I did one, I don't know if you know it. I don't want to say about it, but it's called The Morning Thief.
The Morning Thief.
It's just about a thief who has a health condition where he mourns out of control.
Oh, yes. I've seen that one. I've seen it.
You know, I was in the train writing that. I was like, I wanna put that down. You know, I wanna do
You're
that.
not.
It's like out of pocket. You know, why not do it? So I was actually in the train practicing my my sound. You know, I was like, and I was like practicing. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go with this. You know?
So you're on go ahead, give us a piece. You were on the train going what?
I was just sitting down, you know, doing the sounds, doing the morning, trying
like what? Go ahead, show us.
Just like, like, you know, just like trying to get the right passion and the right like face with being so angry at the same time. It was so tough for me. But yeah, these kind of things, it's just weird. I don't know. I guess my head is a nut job. You said I'm a certified nut job.
Yeah, but it's a creative genius type of nut job.
Thank you, alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
I really enjoy like writing and going crazy, some stuff, you know. So alhamdulillah, yeah, it's working out.
You know, I used to get a lot of my content ideas by being on the Stairmaster. Like I used to be on the Stairmaster listening to naysayers, I'm shaking it, sweating, dying, and then I'd be like, hold on. Like, I don't know, my brain would be working. Like exercise would be a way of me creating the weirdest, funniest skits. So yeah. Is the train the weirdest place you've ever come up with an idea, or is there a weirder spot? What's the weirdest place you've come up with a skit from?
It was in an alleyway in Granada, you know? That was the time where I came up with the best. I was like, that's what I gotta do. I gotta do this right now. I have to do it now. I was just chilling in an alleyway, lost my phone. I'm tracing back my steps, you know. I'm like, guys, just chill. I'm looking for my phone. I don't know. I was just chilling. And that's when I came up with the Did You Even Knows? The series about knowing things that you never knew before. And that's when I saw a FedEx logo and I saw like an arrow inside, you know? I just saw while I'm looking for the phone and the FedEx logo like on a banner up on the street, and I'm like, what's that? Wait, FedEx, the arrow. I'm like, oh, I remember something about this arrow being FedEx, like fast, like I'm going, like, you know, something like that. I'm like, wait, I should come up with things that people don't know. I'm like, I need to find my phone, so I write this idea. And I did. I wrote it down and just went and developed it later.
Yeah, and that was one of your biggest series. I remember that was the beginning. I think those were the beginning videos you were doing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Amazing.
So that's when that came.
Amazing. So, Basel, you're single?
Yeah.
And
Alhamdulillah.
Why do you say alhamdulillah?
Because I'm a nut job. It's me. It's not them. It's me.
No, now that I'm married, I'm the auntie. ليه مش بتتجوز? I'm the auntie with the one headphone. أنا خلاص. Why you not married?
Wallah, we're waiting for the right person. And that's in my head. I don't want to date. I just want to get straight into marriage. So when that person comes along, I'm ready.
That's the right way to do it. Don't think about it. Just jump in. I did that.
That's it. Ready? She comes across. Hello, what's up? Yalla, let's do it. Hello, where's your baba? Get this done. Flip the sandwich, cook it, fry it, done. Yalla, khalas.
Wow.
That's what I do. That's what I do.
All right, so
ticket, okay, finished.
So what is your ideal woman? Like, what are you looking for?
Well, I'd like a woman in the same space as me, like the art, you know, media, all of that. But to be honest, I'm not picky. Like I'd enjoy just typical ambitious. As long as she's ambitious, she's beautiful, takes care of herself, family woman, then I'm good to go. You know, that's what you need. Now, when you reach a certain, like I'm 29, when you reach that age and you're like, I need the future, I need halas in my future. You don't think about, well, I want her like this and I want her like, no, bro. Like, trust me, they're not available. Okay, what's available is good or not good. And I want good. That's it.
But what do you mean they're not available? Are you talking about like the Insta models, the perfection, or what are you talking about?
No, I'm saying like you can't sit there and pick and choose and manufacture what you want. It's not available. It's not available. You sitting there manufacturing the type of woman that you would want or marry, and she needs to have that, and she needs to do this, and you're like taking a bunch of women from your experience and putting it together. It's just not. It just doesn't work like that. So I'm just here ready for a good woman. You know.
Okay, you heard it here first on the Maze Vault podcast.
But you know, 1 second.
Yeah, I'm gonna put your at below. Don't worry, I got you. But you know what's crazy? I spoke to other creators, and a lot of creators want people who are creators or creatives as well, because they need people to understand how their work is and like the thought process, and like you need somebody to respect what you're doing, and it's really rare to find that because you know social media and content creation is relatively new.
Yeah.
And so you need somebody who supports it.
Yeah, understands that lifestyle. You're 100% right. I agree.
Have you ever tried to talk to somebody and they were like, are you going to get a real job? Have you ever faced that?
Yeah, I have, of course. Yeah. But at that moment, I literally just looked at the person. I'm like, I make more than you. So,
Woo!
like, I don't know. You know, I have other people that come to me and just tell me, what you're doing, you're just taking stuff from Google and like facts. It's like, anybody can do it, man. I'm like, okay, do it. Please go and do it. Because it is that easy. But I just went and I did it, and I'm making money from it. You know, like I don't like degrade. So I just said, okay, I'm here. I'm good. I'm happy. I got my own house. I got my own stuff. So it's working.
Wait,
so
you have your own house?
Alhamdulillah.
Is this your house?
This is where I live. Yeah.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah.
Alhamdulillah. So it's like the facts are, I am making a living out of it. So a real job or not, this is better than a real job for me. I'm more stable here than a real job, to be honest.
That's true. That's true. And you're building your own brand and you're working on your own dreams, and that's amazing. That's, you know what's crazy too is like everybody hates until the checks come in. When the checks come in, let me tell you, when I first started, everybody's like, you're insane. You're not going to make it, blah, blah, blah. Just get a regular job. Even my family was like, May, do something professional. Like this wasn't even looked at as professional. Then when the money came in, honey, let me tell you something.
They're all like, what?
We knew May would make it.
We supported. We were there from day one. Day one, we were there.
MashaAllah, I knew she had something in her. And so was that the case with your family as well?
Yeah, my dad, definitely. My dad was exactly like that. Like, and when I reached 1 million followers, like, million. I'm like, million. He's like, ابني انت كنت بدك تصير ممثل? I'm like, yeah, bro, I want to be an actor. He's like, I think you should put yourself in acting school, bro, because like this thing is getting serious now, you know.
Wow.
So it was kind of like that. But there's always something I want. When did you start?
I started.
When was day one?
You know, I started. I want to say 2.5, almost 3 years ago. And
so around the same time.
Around the same time. Oh, but I started
Nice.
before Corona. You started before Corona?
No, after.
Okay.
Like during.
No, so I started before you by a little bit. But I started on Instagram. And then when TikTok came out, it was like a slow transition from Instagram to TikTok. But I started because I hated my full-time job. I was working at a law firm. I was like, I had this big personality, and then I would sit behind a computer and be depressed. I'd be like, oh my God, I have to file these papers. And like, I couldn't like offer people the fun and joy and the laughter that I wanted to. And so I started thinking of ways to escape. You know, I was basically desperate. So I created like a jewelry company with my mom, and I'd sell Egyptian jewelry. I wasn't really good at it. And like the way I bought the jewelry was like, I would buy one of one item. I'd just be like, oh, that's pretty. But that's not a business, you know? So we would do a lot of street fairs where we would sell jewelry. And during that time, me and her would be recording things, like just interactions of us at the table. And those would boom. Mind you, I would spend hours and hours taking pretty photos of the jewelry, or like, hey guys, come check out my store. But then me and my mom's like, oh, I am عفنة إذا يلا الناس جايين. Like just regular interactions with me and my mom at the stand, it would boom. So then I would think, I'm like, yo, there's not really a lot of female Arab content creators out there. And I remember growing up and I never really had anybody to relate to. And so I was like, yeah, there is a need for this. There is a need for my type of voice to be out there. There is a need to show like our culture and the things that we go through family. And so I created May's Vault. And now it is what it is.
Honestly, it's the best thing ever, honestly, because you are right. There aren't Arab, especially like Arab comedian influenced, not much. You can't find them around. I don't know much any. Like when you came across how much I relate to it, it's like, my God, that is like, I'm May, you know, you can feel that. Especially the way your mom would react, you know, and all of that. It's very, very relatable. I think you struck people in their hearts with that stuff, and there's nothing like striking people in the heart. There's a value that you give to people. Like, this makes me feel nostalgic, makes me feel nice, makes me feel happy, or especially if you live across or overseas. This is where you help a lot. Like when you're overseas, you remind the nostalgic feeling of when I was home. This was how it would be. And there's always this comedic flavor to it that makes it all funny and, like, you know, joyful to the heart. That's what I found. And I was like, oh wow.
Yeah.
Before I pressed the follow, I was like, I was way deep down your page, you know. I was like, well, wait, like the follow button is right here, top, you know, just click it. And yeah, it was awesome for me. One of the best decisions I've ever made.
He's just, guys, he's just hyping me up because he's on the show. This is so sweet. Oh my God. No, but you know, another thing that I love is that you include your dad. And like you said, like, honestly, our families are funny, not even trying by accident. It's just the situations that we go through that are so relatable that we all kind of go through. And it's normal to us growing up. But when we grow up, we're like, this was crazy. This was some psychoness.
Exactly. I put my dad because I was like, when I started putting my dad, it was because like, oh, when I got up W, I'm gonna put my dad just like Mike puts her mom because you know Mike does amazing stuff. It's really good content. It's really stuff. You inspired me to like push and try to get my dad in it and all of that, and
That's
it really
amazing.
blew up since then. I mean, my dad loves the attention.
He loves it. They love it. The parents
They
love it.
They act like they don't. They act like they don't, but I know they love it. They love it. They brag about it.
100%, 100%. My mom in the beginning is like, "Hey, don't put me. I know it. What are people saying now?" She's like, "I am the star. I am the reason." But they love it because it's a type of exposure that we need, you know? Like, we don't see like happy, positive Arab American families or Muslim families on TV that much.
No, we don't. No.
But I
So
love
it's very
social media because like it's in your hands. Like you can do whatever you want.
It's right there.
It's right
Stick
there.
out in front. Ta 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 ta. It's all done. You know, it's great.
When did you know you were like, damn, this is gonna work? This video did so, like, what was your viral moment that you were like, I need to stick to this? This is everything I want to do. I want to put my all into it.
It was one of the skits that I done because I've always wanted to do skits and I kind of cornered myself doing those fact videos like the Did You Even Knows and Do You Even Believe? I put myself in that corner and I was like, wait, that's not right. I can't be in this corner. So I need to change from now because I don't want to gain 10 million followers like this or something. And then when I change, they were like, go back to your old content.
Yeah.
La. And from now, my content is a very bunch of ingredients that don't belong together, you know? So I did one of the skits and it blew up. It hit like a 1.8 million. To me, that was like, whoa, that's great. I was like, I'm doing this. I'm going to proceed. I'm just going to write the next skit right now, you know?
Amazing.
And they went on from there till now.
Amazing. You're almost at 5 million followers all over your social medias. Are you on YouTube as well?
Yeah, I started a couple months ago. Alhamdulillah.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes.
Inshallah khair. Tell me what the pros and cons of being in this life are for you.
Let's talk about the cons first, Ahsan.
Sure.
The cons, honestly, one of the worst cons I've seen is meeting people in the same space. And some of them were just, I didn't like the personalities. And they know themselves, like I would tell them, you know, I'm a very upfront kind of person. But I would see things, the big-headed, the non-humble attitude, you know, that I am there, I am big, I am this, I am, you know, that demeanor was really disgusting. And I saw a lot of it in Dubai. There was a bunch of people in Dubai, yani.
Who are they?
Especially Dubai. Oh, you know yourselves, guys. You know, I already told you guys, you know. And
you don't want to share it?
But no, I can't, man. I can't do that. Can't do that. The problem is, they're like a chain. Like it's like if you tip one diamond, it tips all the dominoes. They're like, oh, okay, well.
Oh yeah, because some of them do roll in groups. I've seen that.
They basically all, you know, roll in groups and things like that. And literally, there's a bad persons in every group. You know, I wish that's one. But that was the biggest con I seen. It's like, whoa, it actually changes people. Wait, bro, I gotta make sure I'm still me. You know, I'm still Basel. You know, I don't want to walk away from people coming and trying to talk to me or trying to say hi or I love you or things like that. I don't want to act all like that, you know? I want to kneel down.
What did you see around you that you were like, I absolutely never want to be like this?
One of those people I'm talking about, we were walking in Dubai in JBR, going to my best friend's house, and a bunch of kids run to me and stop me. Basel, please, can we take pictures? And, you know, I'm like, yeah, of course. So I went down on like crouched, you know, and I took the phones, I'll take pictures, whatever, I do this thing, and I hear him tell them, it's like, so you guys don't know me? He's a TikToker, by the way, like almost the same stage as us and stuff like that. He's like, you guys don't know me? And the kids would just like look awkward at him. And don't tell me you never Googled me. And they're kids, like they're children. But that's not the only thing he's done. Like it came up to this, it led up to this, but that was the tipping point. And I was like, I was like, bro, you're a show off. I can't do with you. I can't deal with you. You're too big. And he was a bit short, so I was like, you're too short to be this big headed.
Oh my God.
It was. I was on fire, and I can't see this kind of thing. Like, bro, so what? Like, what if people know you? They don't know me. I'm gonna get all stingy and upset about it, bro. Who cares? You know?
Yeah.
It's not stuff I care about. That's not my currency. It's not my value to make sure everyone knows me. So this is something you see a lot. A lot of creators. That's a big con for me. Other cons, I think working with agents maybe.
Have you worked with agents before?
I have tried a couple. Yeah, that's why I was
Oh
like,
my
yo,
God.
wow, you know.
The work that most agents do, you can do yourself and even way better.
Exactly. It's like, oh, I'm gonna take 20% to write for you. No, bro, I have time. Thank you very much, sir. You know, it's kind of like that. So agencies, I would say those are the two things. Pros, you know, I'm an attention seeker. You know, I like the attention. It's rewarding for me. So I like the attention it gets me. You know,
Honest
attention
answer.
and I like the bling bling that comes with it.
Ooh.
You know. Why not, you know?
So, okay, so can you clarify to people who think that this is just like a fun thing, the business aspect of it, that you actually make money? I feel like that's like a big misconception. I do believe that a lot of creators are broke. Like a lot of creators will take low offers and low things, and they'll take anything for like $100, $200, but there is a business behind this. And like, let me know, tell me what you think and where you're at.
To be honest with you, I think it's all about knowing your value or what you could do with this specific ad. For example, you know, I would get a lot of ads. This is how I would get it. This is the income. Good income is ads. Showing up, grand openings in Dubai, like come here, show up here, you know, things like that.
And they pay you for that.
Yeah, they pay you to show up, you know, like come through, bro. Come, like do some stories for us here, you know, things like that. I've done a couple commercials, you know, commercials is good for every commercial. You get good money. Also, it's about how you use the money you already get. What do you do with it? Like, what are you going to do with this money I'm getting? You know, how do I grow this money? Because that's the stage where you sit there like, okay, I have a bit of money here coming. But this is not going to be stable for me. It's not going to be good forever. I can't just do this much. Change is going to be later. So I'm like, I need to invest it here, put here, right, take from here. You know, I would start learning, going on TikTok, learning all this. You can learn everything on TikTok. I can make a whole recipe right now, you know?
True.
It's just like that. I'm just seeking that you want to work yourself to get better and be better, and knowing which companies are serious, which are not. Of course, the first beginning you learn from your mistakes, and you do some stuff for people, and you're like, oh, why did I do this? I shouldn't have done that. But you learn along the way, so you could do it. You know.
I feel like there's like when I first started off, there was like no information about how much you should be taking for certain deals. And that's where you have this learning curve. I always like to talk to other creators, even though some are gatekeeping and some don't like to share what's going on. But I remember when I first started, $150, I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. All I have to do is the same thing I'm doing anyways. Yeah. But that was really wrong. That was a really wrong mentality.
No, I thought the same exact thought.
Yeah.
Same exact thought.
Then it would go 1,000 and then 2,000, and then I'm like, yo, you start learning the value of these views to companies and the value that your audience holds, because, you know, you built such a brand and it's an everyday thing, you know, like you have the trust of so many people, and that's not cheap, you know, and it's something you work on every day, and it grows and it grows. And so, you know, over time I learned that you can't be funny without the right money, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. I'm stealing that. Exactly.
Yeah, if it's for free, it's not for me. Like, I cannot.
Thank you very much. Back then, maybe. Now, I'm sorry.
Yeah, now. But you learn. You learn.
You do.
But, you know, there are times that you make exceptions, of course. You know, the right cause, the right things, but...
Oh, yeah, of course.
But,
it's
you know...
discretion.
Exactly, discretion. But a lot of people don't work for free. And so I think, like, when it comes to content creation, people should respect it as well, not expect you to work for free or for nothing, almost to nothing.
Of course. So. Of course. Not after what you've achieved at this point, you know?
Yeah.
It's not after the hard work. The hard work has currency. The currency is you gotta pay me, bro. Like,
exactly. You know? All right. So you're currently in the UK. You're moving to Dubai. What made you, like, come up with that decision? And how is it going to be leaving behind everything?
Well, I can't wait to leave behind everything and just go back to Dubai. It seems like I've left Dubai back a long time ago, you know? I'm just stuck here. I've been stuck here for like 5 years. I want to get out of here. I like, listen, I'll tell you something so simple that makes the biggest difference. And it's just that simple. It's just the serenity, the peace of it. Hearing an adhan, just hearing an adhan in a mosque that's somewhere, you know? You're just chilling, you do nothing, you just hear an adhan. Like that serenity to it, the peace to just, oh, it's adhan, everybody. It's like there's a whole culture though. I want to go back to where I belong. I don't belong here.
In
I
the
just
UK,
belong,
yeah?
you know? I've done it. I've become the man I am today, alhamdulillah, being here, living here. But it's time to go back to family. It's time to go back where you can sell yourself the most. Where you're a business now. Business is best in Dubai. That's where I can run it the best. So
That's true.
that's where I gotta go.
I always say like Dubai has such a pool of opportunities for content creators. They're on like another level. They really respect it. There's so many jobs. Like every time we talked about this a little bit before we started recording, but every time I go to Dubai, there's a Dubai bug. There's like, oh my God, I should just live here. Everything is so much better. Everything is so much amazing. Everything's amazing out here.
Yeah, it's easy for me, like it's easy for people like us to just like live, you know.
Yeah.
You want to go to a restaurant? Pick up the phone, Instagram. Hey, I'm coming through.
And then they set up. They set up
everything. You know, it's like a whole. Oh my God! I'm like, okay, cool, man. Why not? You know, okay, next restaurant.
Yeah, they set up the works. Yeah, you do gain weight in Dubai. That's for sure. The food is amazing.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Amazing.
No question about it.
Do you feel like changing, for me, like when I got married and I changed locations, like I was living in New York, now I'm living in North Carolina. Do you feel like that's going to be something that would affect your content? Like how is it, because right now you have a system, right? Like how is it, I know you visit, but like moving is completely different. And I remember when I first moved, like, are you going to be living with your father?
No, I'm probably going to get my own thing.
Okay.
You know, just chill out.
Okay. So I don't know if it's the same, but like for me, when I moved to North Carolina, I'm like, wow, this is a huge shift. Like I shared so many personal experiences. Like now this is like something completely different. It's not the main Momo Fat show anymore. Like do you feel that you can grow through your content and like moving into a new state won't like, I mean, not a new state, a new country will help you or hurt you?
For me, alhamdulillah, I've stuck myself to green screens. So if I just pop my gear into a bag, I can literally do anything anywhere. You know, if I have my mic, my stuff, so I thought about what you're saying before. I'm like, okay, if I move here, man, how am I gonna do my things? You know, so I was like, I bought gear already. I started filming some stuff there, testing it out, and it worked. So I was like, okay, cool. So basically, I've limited down myself to that gear. So that's all I need to take with me is my gear because it's green screen. So it's a bit easier for me. I might have even more content ideas because my dad is there and stuff, so I could do more physical stuff that's not with green screen. So it's a bit more easier for me because I don't. It's different for you because you're making a huge change back. I'm making the opposite change, you know. So that's kind of it for me. I'm going where I can start the show again. Basically.
Okay.
Is what I'm saying. It's a bit different, but I'm used to Dubai. I'm used to the thing. I'm used to life there. I know my way around. I think so. It won't really feel like a shift to me. I'm telling you, like, I can't wait. I can't wait to go back to heat, to a desert, where I don't have to, you know, get frostbites every time I go out.
Yeah, and it rains a lot there, huh?
Yes, free showers every day. down here, everywhere. You know.
Have you ever thought of doing stand-up comedy?
I tried it. I did. I wanted to have a test at it. I'm not good at it. Honestly,
really?
I completely admit that I am not good at it. Maybe my jokes were just too harsh for the audience because the audience was very Arab, you know. Oh. And I was going all American or Netflix on their ass, you know, and it just didn't resonate, and it was different because you have to be on the spot and you have to wait and feel the audience and go with it. So it's an art. It's a whole art that I underestimated, I would say. And I tried it. It's not. I like repetition. For me, repetition brings out better content. So when I sit and I do in front of the green screen, I keep repeating until I get that right one. So I'm into repetition, and you can't do that in stand-up comedy. That's it. You let it out.
Did you practice before you went on stage?
I did a lot. I did a lot of practice. I wasn't any like nervous or anything like that. Alhamdulillah, I'm very good with like being out there and on stage and stuff. But I would run jokes and like I made a joke one of the jokes, and they made all the people go, ooh.
Oh no!
Yo, like y'all, this is a funny joke, guys. Like, chill out, you know. And when that happened, I just felt this big, like, and I just felt this small. I'm like, okay, I gotta make myself big again. So I'm gonna just like say any joke I could come up with my head. And I hit a bunch. I got some laughs left and right, but I was like, I'm never doing this again, bro. Like, no way.
Ooh, snap.
Yeah, it was like that. Yeah. It was live on TikTok too. They were like, "Oh, the first TikToker stand-up comedian live." I'm like,
Oh my
no.
God,
Yeah.
damn. And so you were saying like, so you knew your audience, you just felt like they weren't connecting with the type of content you were doing.
Yeah, it just didn't. They were. It was different. It was a whole art that I wasn't like, trained by. I didn't know. So
Did
it was
you
my
have
first time.
Okay. Did you have somebody that was like real with you that was like, yo, that sucked? Or it was just your
Everyone told me for your first time, bro, that was great. But
Oh, okay.
the way they would say is like, yo, for the first time, man, I'd be like, yo, how was that? That was pretty shit, wasn't it? Yo, for the first time, honestly, like, not bad. And you'd hear a lot of that. Not bad. You know, with the not
Damn.
bad. It was good. Yeah. It was
Damn.
good. You got something like that. Like, shit, that was disgusting.
Damn.
But yeah, that's how you knew. That's how you know. But
Yeah.
you don't let it put it down or anything like that.
No,
I
but
went
I
back home. I
admire
was like, make more videos.
make more videos.
I'm better at that. I want to feel what I'm good at. Like this thing, no way.
No, but I admire that because it is a whole different muscle. It's a whole different ball game. And people who do comedy content creation think that it's easy because you're so used to making people laugh, but it's a whole nother art. I've tried it 2-3 times. Each time,
How was it?
no, first time, alhamdulillah, it was good. And I knew it was my audience the first time. So I knew what kind of, like, what I did to cut down all the extra work of like figuring out what material I was going to use. I took like my 10 top viral videos and wrote it into material and like wrote
Sick.
stories around it. So I knew that my audience already loved that content. So I would write stories around it and like do storytelling. I don't know. That's just like, I know that was just like my thought process. I was like, why reinvent the wheel when they already like this? So I literally just created, yeah. And then, after I created stories, I found out ways of transitioning or making that work. So the first time I did that was great.
Sick. That's a sick hack.
Yeah.
Sick hack.
Sick hack.
Go back to your question. I might do stand-up comedy. I will see what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, try it out. And nobody's amazing. Like I don't want to say it was Dave Chappelle, but I definitely I had them laughing, and a lot of parts were awkward because you don't know how to navigate the stage, or I'm very hyper, so I'm like running back and forth thinking that I'm walking normally, but I'm not. There's a lot of things that you learn over time, and it's just from experience. So then I also to prep, I would go to I lived at New York City at the time. I lived in New York City at the time, and I would go to a lot of comedy clubs, and it would be $5 for 5 minutes. So I'd pay $5. Nobody knew me there, and I'd just try out jokes. And I knew if I could get an audience who didn't know me, I could just put on my little flavor and it would be good for my audience. So second time I felt even more comfortable, and I had my mom on stage with me doing stand-up comedy, so it was like a combination nobody ever seen, and it was exciting.
It was a duo.
It was a duo. I will say, when you have somebody on stage with you, it's a lot easier. Like if you already have that flow between you two, like imagine if you were up there with me and both of us were crashing, that would kind of be funny. Like, you have somebody to bounce off of, but by yourself.
Exactly. Not all on you, like, okay, go there. Okay, bring it back. I'll take it. It's like passing the ball.
Exactly.
That's easier.
And then we could go cheesy joke for cheesy joke, and then if we get booed off together, it'd be like, oh, hey, salam alaikum.
It's the hard working element. You see, like you say, you wanted to get better, you wanted to know how to do so. You pay the $5, trying out jokes. It's doing that. It's going and doing that. That's the hard working element that I really think you make you do anything.
Yeah. So if you ever go back to that, that's a hack I recommend.
Yeah, I'm really considering that's so smart. Taking 10 counts, okay, khalas, this is it.
Yeah.
You have the material already.
If you have an Arab audience, look at me losing the words. If you have an Arab audience, you literally know what works. Like you have those skits with your dad, and you just have to get good at capturing them, storytelling, basically.
Yeah, got you. Yeah. It's good to know.
So why I really love this podcast and why I set it up is because people only know you from your 1 minute skits. They only know you from Instagram and TikTok quickly. What is one thing that people do not know about you that you want to share?
I am obsessed with flowers.
What?
Yeah. Full on crazy obsession.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I'm a flower connoisseur.
I don't know where to pick this up.
I swear to God, my bikini. I love flowers. It's two things. It's flowers and paintings. Paintings, old paintings. I really love that. That's two things I really like. So arts, like museums, I'm the guy who sits in front of half an hour in front of the painting. I'm that guy, that annoying one. Because I would
Wow.
analyze everything. I'd make a story in my head, fantasy about how it was made. And I like that journey. I really like that journey. And flowers, they just look insane. They just look really nice. Each one is different color. The way they grow, the way they are, the way they smell, everything about them is just amazing. And you put them together, they look even better. It's just, I don't know, it's just for me.
Oh
I've
my.
always enjoyed flowers.
So how would you feel if a woman gave you flowers?
I'd love that. I'd love that, you know. But I'd like a garden of flowers instead, you know. Like I'd like to go around and look at them. It's not like a bouquet. If I see a bouquet, I kind of get a bit hurt, to be honest.
Why?
Like, you cut them off and they're gonna die. You're giving me dead flowers. Like, you're giving me flowers that are in a coma right now. I'm about to die. Khalas, yani.
But you want so how would she impress you in the moment?
يعني bring it in a pot with the soil. Ready هيك.
Ah.
مثلا هيك نحن we can water it down. One of the greatest gifts I got was a bonsai tree.
I don't even know what that is. What?
It's like this Japanese tree that goes like that and it's small. It's like a tiny mini tree. Wallah heck, it's a tree that goes like that. It's this big.
Oh my god.
It died. It died on me because I tripped out. But it's fine. I mean, it was a good gift.
Basel loves flowers and art. Okay, flowers and art. That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So I have, I do street interviews.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I've seen them all. I think you met Max that way. I don't know if you met Max that way, but that's the first time I've seen Max, I think.
Yeah.
One of those, right?
That was the first time he was in my videos, but that's not how I met him. But that was the first
cool.
time he was in my videos.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you some street interviews.
Cool.
And let's see how you
do it. Let's do it.
In your household, who's going to do
Yes.
the cooking and the cleaning?
Inshallah, I'll have paid personnel to do that.
If you don't have paid personnel.
I'll do it myself.
The cooking
'Cause
and the cleaning?
Well, everything. I'll do it myself.
That's your
That's the-
I need no, but that's the same
Well,
answer.
That's the life. This is the way I have to do it. I can't have it any other way. I'm doing everything myself.
That's it.
would
You have
be
to
nice.
be honest.
It would be nice to split it. It would be nice to contribute 50-50 between both of us, which I'm done to take care of the cleaning because maybe I can OCD more. I'll do the cleaning. Maybe she can make a few nice meals if she wants. If she wants. If she doesn't, I'll just I'll do it myself.
Why are you so nervous to say the answers? Just say your honest answers.
Okay, I'll tell you something. It is not a necessity for me for the woman to know how to cook. I'll tell you the truth. Like, it's not. I'm down to order in every day. Like, it's not something that But who would do things? I'm telling you, I'm down. Like, I'm down to clean.
50-50.
I'm down for 50-50, but cleaning, I'm down to take 100%. Because I got OCD, so I need to make sure.
Okay. And
So I'd rather do that part.
okay. And how about the bills? Are you 50-50?
Oh, no, no. I'm serious. I know. Bills are on me. Any money she makes, haram, that's for her. Bills, yeah. No, me, 100% me, 100% me. I feel like that's my biological being that I have to do that. I have to make sure that I'm the guy who provides and takes care of everything. If she's ambitious and she likes to work and make your own money, girl. Do your own thing. Buy your own bags and do your own thing. I'm down to do that too for you, but this takes a bit of pressure off me. I'm down. Go ahead. Buy your own bags. I'm cool. You know?
All right. You love to make people laugh, but tell me a time where you laughed at the wrong time. It was bad. Like you should not have laughed.
Yeah, it was a funeral. It was a funeral, and I popped a joke to my sister. It was
No. Basil, you have to tell us this story. Tell us the story.
Okay, there's this. You know when you have this? She's not your aunt. She's a mom's friend, very good friend. That's just annoying. Khalas, she's just annoying. She's always there. She's always eating lunch with you. She's always part of your dinner. She's part of your life now. Khalas. All she has to do is sleep and pay the bills. Yeah, she nothing left. There's that woman. I still don't like her. She would come to me in every single engagement, wedding, whenever it is. When are you gonna get a girl? When are you gonna talk to a girl? When are you gonna all this crap, you know? And then she's like, one time I think she told me, she's like, you're next, into Allah, you're next. It was my neighbor's sister's wedding. He's like, she came to me, she's like, you are next. You're next. And at that point I was like, whatever. So in the funeral was like 2 years later or something, and my sister remembers the you're next because my sister saw it and we were laughing together about it. It's just how weird she is, you know? Like, she's telling me you're next as if she's threatening me to, like, she's like the DEA, she's about to bust me on a drug base or something, you know? Like, it's a woman, yani. In a funeral, she was there or something like that. What was going on? I remember, and...
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
I was like, into your next.
You didn't.
I looked at my sister and we just both started laughing. It was just the wrong time because everyone just started looking at us. Everyone just started, my mom looked her up. Everyone looked at us, and I couldn't hold my laugh. It was just, tell us, it's out, bro. It's out, bro. So my mom did this thing, this.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you just sprint, you get out of the house, you just chill outside,
run.
and you wait for your meeting.
Damn, that's pretty
I think
bad.
that's the worst thing that happened. That's the worst time. But also that I got it off of somewhere too. Like it's just these jokes that I saw. Like it's a meme. That was a meme I seen before. And I just used this meme on her. You can't button to that. It was in Arabic, by the way, yeah, not in English.
How do you say you're next in Arabic?
انت هلا انت الجاي. حيصير دورك. انت الجاي. That's why it's like انت الجاي هلا حيصير دورك.
That's so evil. That's so wrong.
انت هلا حيصير دورك.
That's so wrong.
Yeah, I just didn't like her. I didn't like her. We were always arguing, fighting, all this kind of stuff,
Okay. So do you ever have like your parents' friends judge you? With your parents, you don't just deal with them, you deal with their community, what people say to them on the phone, their friends. So share a story where your mom or your dad's friends judged you, and how did you deal with it?
I'm trying to remember a time where they judged me, But the only thing that comes into my head is my dad comparing me to his best friend's son. And how his best friend's son is like getting all these good marks and he's crazy and he's amazing. He just did his SATs. He did his SATs in grade 7. And I'm looking at my dad, I'm like, bro, you did not conceive a genius. I'm sorry. Like, this is your genetics here, okay? I'm not going to do SATs at grade 7. It's just you ran away from school. You dropped out. So like, I don't know. Like, how are you expecting me to be at the same mind level as this guy who just sits there and the love of his life is eating that book? Bro, I like to play PlayStation, bro. That's my life, bro. I like to see humans outside my house. This guy just sits there, and you want me to, so he's comparing me a lot to that. And I think one time he's on the phone and he was telling him, he was talking to the dad. His dad was bragging about his son. He's like, hey, أنا ابني أصلاً هون ما بعرف. I don't know what he wants to do with you. يا بدي أروح على كندا يا ما بيعرف شو بدي يعمل بحياته. ما بيعرف شو بدي يعمل بشيء وكذا like that. أنا بدي أروح على كندا عشان أهرب من هون. I want to run away, bro. I want to run away from you guys. Run away from this judgment and this thing. And the guy tells him, أنت are you sure your son is gonna be okay لحاله بكندا?
Oh.
يعني لحاله is gonna be okay in Canada? Are you sure? أنت ما تعرف your son is a very troublemaker. Trouble might come and take him. It's not about trusting your son, it's trusting the culture. What if it comes and takes your son? Your son is easy influence to all this crap,
Wow.
That was a time when I was being judged and I was like, oh, شو يعني بدي كان يكون مثل ابنه هيك ما بعرف أحكي مع الناس. I don't know how to talk to anyone and I don't know how to be social and I don't know why I was making fun of the kid, But it's that time, it's like being compared to other kids.
Yeah.
Because they're better than you at something, but you're better at them than something else,
And it definitely bothers you, for sure.
Especially when it's from your parents,
Yeah.
It's like, why am I not good enough right now? Like, I'm good, But you grow up and they learn.
Yeah, that's true.
I made those mistakes, with these kids.
They evolve. All right, this is a scenario. Tell me what you would do. There's an auntie who snitches on you. Do you expose her kids or do you keep it to yourself? Like, she tells on you and you have some really good juice on her kids. Are you telling her or are you keeping it to yourself?
Is she Arab? Is she Arab? Is she an Arab auntie? Like,
does it matter?
No, but yeah.
Why does it matter?
You want to go to war with having juicy information with an Arab auntie? She'll have a whole factory of juice. What are you talking about? There's no way. You don't go to war with it. You shut up and you move on with your life. You've been hit. Yes, is it. Arab, there's no way I'm going to war. No way you go to war. No matter how much juicy stuff I have. There's no way. It's not juicy enough. I'll tell you that.
Wait, so if she's like, let's give you a scenario. If she's like, I saw Basel. He was doing a lot of haram things at the corner, blah, blah. You're going to stay quiet. And you know the same things about their kids. You're just going to stay quiet.
Oh, wait.
What did you think I was...
chill with me? Her kids chill with me?
Yeah.
And they do the same things?
Yeah. Like
I'm snitching? They're with me? They do the same things? I'm snitching right in front of her face and hurting her the way she just hurt my mom. Why should my mom only know this about her kids? Khalas, it's war. Yeah, I'm going to war. Her kids are with me, come on.
But why are you switching sides so much? I can't keep up.
Because this happened to me. I know this story happened to me. This exact story happened to me. And I snitched. Yeah. Why not? Your sons are with me. Habibti, you think your sons are angels? Your son made me do this, Aslan. Your son introduced me to this, Aslan, by the way. Your son made me try this, huh? Your son has been doing it for 2 years. I've been trying to make him stop.
No,
Yeah,
you
it was
didn't.
like, this kind of thing, yeah, no, I go crazy. No, I remember, like, it's different now. شوف انت تقولي auntie snitching on you, okay, but auntie snitching on me and her kids are doing the same thing. لا حبيبتي. لا. My mom and you are not going to sleep. Not just my mom.
You're ruining it for everybody.
Everybody's gonna.
Everybody's dead. Everybody's going down. You know, I always, like, I had that same answer in my heart. I never said it out loud because I wanted to look like a ride or die or whatever. But if anybody ever snitches on me, I can make up lies if I'd like to. I just want to mess with your head. It doesn't even have to be true.
Fabricate.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be true. I'm like, your children went to jail last night. Did you know that?
I bailed them out.
Yes, exactly.
And you're snitching on me now. And I bailed your kid out.
Yeah. I'm letting hell loose. I'm with you.
Yeah, definitely. No, you can't snitch on me. No, don't snitch on me. I'll turn Tekashi 6ix9ine. Don't do that. Don't.
All right. I just thought of some. Do you ghost people? You look like that type. You ghost people?
Yeah, but I don't ghost before saying why I ghosted. So I always like, there's a bunch of people in my life that have like a last message. Like the bestest last message to me. Like I would always have a final message and then I would ghost. I would never just like, no, always there's a final message. Whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, whatever. I don't like that. I like ghosting, but I like to make sure that there's a reason why I ghosted and there's evidence that I have put out myself of why I've ghosted. There's always need to be evidence.
Okay, that's closure. That's good. That's not really like, I don't feel like that's full ghosting. I don't know if there's a term. That's not full ghosting. Full ghosting is not even explaining yourself. You're just out.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I don't like unfinished business. I don't like it.
I am. But do you cut off people easily?
Yeah, very. Yeah.
That's like my superpower.
Like this. Like literally, you go into my head and I think about that person in a certain way. That's it. You're out. Like it's completely like that. Alhamdulillah, that is my superpower too. Like I love that.
And you know what's crazy? It's like people think you're very popular because you have a lot of fans or people that watch you. But in reality, are you like an introvert? Do you stay to yourself? Do you have a small circle?
My circle is very small. I am an extrovert, but my circle is very small. And I don't change it. I don't grow it. This is my people. This is my family. I have 5, 6 homies. This is it. This is me. I'm not very out about. No, not at all. Especially my private life. Like I don't share anything about my private life. I'm just not a private person.
Is this the most you've shared about your private life?
Yeah, actually.
Are you serious?
Wallah. You're the 3rd podcast, but probably the first professional, amazing and properly prepared and enjoyable. It's not a podcast.
It's not like
the rest were just like yalla.
What?
Just asking questions, come up and write. You know, yours was fun. It felt like I'm chilling.
Yeah.
You know, it felt like we're chilling. So that's my first actual. Yeah, I think the most I've said about myself was in this one.
That's nice.
You asked the right question, so you got me there.
I'm very nosy, okay? If you didn't know one thing, I like to get the juice on everybody, okay? I like to know you at your lows. I like to know you at your highs.
Everything. Just data. You want data.
Yeah, I need data. And, okay, I wanted to say something before I forget, because me and you are, like, we have small attention spans, because I like to jump from topic to topic, but...
Go ahead.
I feel like, yes, I am also the same way. Like people, you know, I can turn on my extroversion whenever, I don't know if that's a word, but I can turn that on whenever I need to. And then also like day to day, I have a very small circle. And even the friends I grew up with, I will not hesitate to cut them off. Like there's people that were family friends that I called cousins. But once my energy was messed with, once I felt that type of like jealousy or mean-spiritedness, I am out. That is my I will cut you off and not look back. Like there's people that were like cousins to me, or like even like when I was building my profile, I would be like, oh, how's your little videos doing, or like that, you know, like that.
Yeah. There's like little words that like, oh, take it, you know. Yeah, I get you.
And I used to be very patient, and I used to be like, oh, I guess, and I used to feel down about it. But now I'm on savage time. Like I could care. I got everything I need. Khalas, cut off central.
Well, you made the right decisions.
Yeah.
No one can tell you made the wrong decisions. No one can come into these throw out these words on you anymore. They're not little videos anymore. And they know it. Everybody knows it. They all know it.
And I think you get to a
100%.
point where you have people control your energy or make you feel a certain way. But when you start being confident and you get to a point, you're like, nobody can make me feel this way. Like, I am number one. Like, I need to take care of myself, my mental.
Yes, 100%.
So since we're on mental, how do you keep yourself sane? Like, what do you do?
Alhamdulillah, well, I can't tell you. Just, Allah, you know, God, praying. Alhamdulillah, of course. I'm a high believer that la samahallah, like not tomorrow or whatever, but when I'm in judgment day and I'm being asked that question, my answer ain't gonna be no. My answer's gonna be yes. If you're gonna ask me, oh, you did this bad thing, I'll say yes, I did all this bad. But when you ask me, I pray, I'm not gonna say no. No way. No way I'm gonna say, yeah, I prayed, bro. I prayed.
You're saying I set you up?
It does you good. Like in judgment day, if I get asked, do you pray? I'm gonna say yes. I'm not gonna say no to this question. I'm never gonna risk saying no to the question that did you pray, when it's like the one pillar, the first pillar, you know. I was like, no, I'm not gonna risk that. I won't risk that. As a human being and as a person who's a believer of God, I'm not gonna risk not taking some time out of my day to do these prayers. Actually, they're actually like, also they give you some sort of peace, you know. You just know, like, hey, there is achievement to it. There is a certain, like, I am disciplined. I'm disciplined in my head. I'm doing the right thing. It keeps you like that. It's like gymming and everything, you know, but it needs to be part of life. So I do, alhamdulillah, I do. I'm not the perfect Muslim, I'll tell you the truth. I'm not. Far from it. But I try.
That's amazing. Do you ever feel that pressure of like when you're being a content creator, being like creative, and people are like, that's haram, you shouldn't do that. Like, stop doing that. You need to act a certain way. You need to be like that.
Yeah, I know.
I can't imagine your responses.
Yeah, mine are crazy.
Yeah.
But since the beginning of time, I never cared. I know myself. I know I've been taught well. I know my dad put me in a good school. I know I learned Islam the correct way. I learned it. So I know where to draw the line between me and myself. And if you have a certain different vision or like a different scholar that got into your head and told you this and this stuff, it's your problem. It's your judgment. It's not mine. But I do the right thing the way I do it. As long as I don't cross any lines, I'm happy. I'm happy to not care about what they say. You know, everyone will have something to say, no matter what you do. You know, you can't really run away from it, no matter what you do.
What's like the worst comment you ever got through social media that like messed with your head?
I think I got one that says "Inta kafir."
Really? That was
that
what took you out.
That hurt me a bit because the way it was written in Arabic, it hurt. Like, it's like, oh, bro, you took time out of the day, spell it in Arabic, and hit me like you hit me with it in Arabic like that. You know, that's what hurt me. If it was in English, maybe I wouldn't have taken it the same way. But it did get into my head for a nice 5-10 minutes. You know, I'm like.
So for the people that don't speak Arabic, say it in English.
It means you are
a disbeliever.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, a disbeliever. You know, I just in my head it was like, you're evil. In my head I heard you're evil. You know, I'm like, bro, what? Wow. Chill. What is this video? Let me watch it again. You know, and I would send it to my friends. I'm like, bro, do you see something bad in this? You know, you say, no, bro, it's funny. You know, it's great. They're like, okay, wait, I'm tripping. This person's tripping me out. No, I'm not gonna read anything. Screw this.
Yeah, there's actually like a few times where, you know, I post something funny and you read these like really harsh comments and you're like, oh my God, is it me? Like, you start doubting yourself, like, oh my God, did I offend somebody? Like, the last thing you want to do is offend somebody or like put out hateful content. I'm like, oh my God. So I send it around. I do the same thing as you. And like, if the close people in my circle, like I have 2 or 3 people I send my content to, regardless, before I post, I'm like, yo, bro, check this out.
Moderators. I call them my moderators.
Exactly.
My friends, they're my moderators, you know?
Exactly. And if they're like, yo, this is terrible, don't post it, then I'm like, all right, in the garbage bin. But if it's like, if they're like, yo, that's insane, then I'm like, all right, then I'm like, that's insane.
Yeah, I did this.
Yeah. But you need that close circle to check your stuff and check your content, because you know you get to a point where you watch so much of your own stuff that it gets redundant. Like, you need like an outside opinion.
100% right. No, there's a bunch of videos I've done. They're like, yo, listen, you're crossing the line here. You can't post that. That you would get canceled. You know, I'd be looking at video. Oh yeah, shit, I will get canceled. Oh yeah, no, no. You know, it's like that kind of things. It's the misinterpretations that can happen or the misunderstanding that can happen from a certain video, even if you don't not intend on it, you know, when you're doing it. So you have to have moderators. I completely agree. Alhamdulillah, that's like you. I have some homies that just always check my stuff, you know. Even if something like, you know what, bro, it's not that funny, to be honest with you. I giggled. Like, you giggled? Okay, cool. You know? You're right. It's just like that. You have to have some control.
For all the people that admire you, all the people that watch you day to day, what would you say to somebody who wants to be a content creator, who wants to be just like you? Like, what's the number one piece of advice you would tell them so that they can continue on?
It's one word that I abide by every day. Consistency. Be consistent. You want to do this? Be consistent about it. Don't tell me you want to do this and then after 2-3 months you say, oh, it's not work. Be consistent and it'll work out. This is how the world is. This is how life is. Just consistency, I think, is the key.
Because you didn't always know how to edit or shoot your own stuff. Like, what do you tell somebody who's like, but I don't know how to edit. I don't know how to record this. How do I do this?
Easy. The world now, we live in 2022 where you can go on YouTube and be like, how simple it is. I found an app that I really liked, and I just started watching stuff on the app, about the app on YouTube. How do you green screen? How do you do this? How do you do that? How do you make a hologram? And I would see other people doing other things, and it becomes easy. Once you learn the app, it's literally like a training. You're just training your brain. And you can train it now with YouTube. You can learn a whole course engineering if you want on YouTube right now. Do everything on YouTube.
That's very true.
There.
That's true. All right, Basel, thank you so much for speaking to me on the podcast. Well, like, this was so nice getting to know you. You are an amazing person inside and out. And if anybody wants to follow Basel, you guys have to check him out. I'm going to put all his ads below. Is there anything you want to say to anybody before you hop off?
Just love to all. That's it. Just love and peace. Love to all.
Love to all. We love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Till next time.
Bye-bye.